Joining Ross Smith and me on Timbers in 30 this week is Darlington Nagbe on the show for the first time this season. It's been a great start to this season. You've been here for 7 years. This is, of course, the best the Timbers have started. 13 points, best in MLS, 16 goals, most in MLS. What about this group has led to such a strong start?
I've always thought we had a good group, but this year we've added some, some key pieces with Guzman and Blanco, and those guys have come in and done a great job for us, and Roy Miller as well, and Lawrence Olam. So all the new pieces that fit right, and hopefully we can keep it going.
Unavoidably, there'll be times where you perhaps don't enjoy the game as much. Training sessions might be a bit of a grind. Yeah. Is this one of the fun times? Is this a nice groove right now?
Oh, definitely. No, whenever you're winning games and getting results, it always feels good. You're excited to come to training, excited for the next game, and looking forward to more games in the future.
You've had now really 4 seasons, parts of 4 seasons, kind of with the core attacking group with Diego Valeri and Fernando Adi. What's your familiarity like? And as you look at the progression of how you guys have been able to play together and grow together, how much has it improved? How much has it gotten better? And how would you characterize where you are right now?
I would say it's great. The first couple of years, you're kind of looking to see where the guy's going to be or where he's going to end up. But now it's just, even today in training, it just happens naturally because you know where Adi is or Valeri is going to be, or they know where I like to be and things like that. And it's been great. And Blanco as well, him coming to the attack, he's fitting perfectly.
We see the personalities on the pitch. What about the personalities off the pitch? You have players from all over the globe right now. You're laughing as I start to say that. Good characters?
Yeah, great characters, and that's one thing I love about this sport, There's so many characters, different cultures, and you bring them all together and you try to win a game and win a championship. So it's been great, and the locker room has been fun so far.
Darlington Nagbe made some Timbers history on Saturday night. It was his goal in the 32nd minute that made him the first player in club history to score in 7 different seasons. And that's not just MLS. We're talking all-time, all-era since 1975. It was also a super important goal in the match as it tied it and seemingly turned things around completely. The Timbers controlled things from there en route to a 3-1 win. And in the postgame, Darlington, an interview after the game, Fernando Adi, you were there with Samantha Yerrick, and Fernando Adi said, I kept telling Darlington to shoot, to take shots. Obviously hitting that from outside of the box. Are you trying to be more aggressive?
Yeah, I'm trying to be more aggressive, all these guys, him and Valeri, they're always getting their goals, and I know everyone's excited when I get a goal because I feel like they appreciate the work that I put in for them and trying to help the team out. So, yeah, he's definitely one of the guys that's always in my head, shoot it, take the guy on, if you lose it, we're there for you.
Is that part of your celebration after you scored? Arms go out to the side. There was just a little bit of swagger there, Darlington, that I think everybody enjoyed seeing. Was that a bit of, well, there you go? Yeah,
a little bit. There's a little bit of that and then a little bit of, there's more coming, We didn't start off the game too well, but then we got our goal, and then we're going to keep coming.
And you came together, and it seemed as though you half enjoyed the goal, the celebration, but it seemed as though there was conversations going on amongst all the guys. I think just about every player except for Jake got in to celebrate with you, but also to say something. I know you don't want to give us all the secrets to it, but is there a conversation being held there about the game and going forward?
Yeah, definitely. Lawrence Olam and Valeri, those 2 guys were speaking about keep going, don't let down, make sure we're solid defensively. And that's one thing I love about this group, we're scoring goals, and but at the same time, the attack, we're confident in our defense that if we do give up a goal, we can go ahead and push and knowing that they're not going to give up an extra goal.
That mentality on the road as well, something that not every team has. Not every team is going to approach a game on the road with that attacking mentality, wanting to keep bringing it and eventually, making it 3-1. Where does that come from in this group?
I think it's just the character of our players, I feel like our 2 guys up top, Valeri and Adi, they want to get their goals, they want to get their assists as well. So them pushing, I feel like it drives the whole team from the outside backs, joining us in the attack, and the 2 center mids. So I feel like those 2 guys really do a good job leading us.
Talk about holding people accountable for it. You also hold the players accountable in the change rooms as well. You just told me earlier this week. I know about the fine guy. The fine person in the change is a responsibility that is very important. I've heard about players being you're that guy for this team. Can you tell us just a little bit about what that role entails?
Yeah, definitely. I'm the treasurer of the team, so any fines that are collected, it goes through me. So everyone's nice to me, but we have the system. So guys will come and let me know if someone's done something bad, and then they'll come up to me, well, who told you? And I'm like, I can't reveal my sources, because I want to throw somebody else under the bus, and I know. If I call somebody out, they're gonna, agree to it. Hopefully, D's not lying to me, and we'll trust him that it's fair.
Are you hard-nosed with the guys, or are you a bit lenient at times?
Yeah, I say I'm a good mixture. I'm good. I have a good mixture of both. Some guys have good reasoning, you know, for certain things, and then I'll just slide it off the list.
we have our own fine system here that if we fumble on a word, ear flicks happen at the end of the session. So 3 little errors or fumbles, all of a sudden earlobes get flicked.
We drive a hard bargain, I think. We're very hard on each other here. We talked about the history that Darlington Nagbe made on Saturday night. He wasn't the only one. Fernando Adi is now all alone as the Timbers' all-time leading goal scorer. It was just a matter of time. He began the season 4 goals behind John Bain, drew level with Bain at Columbus, then broke the record with his 88th minute penalty kick versus Philadelphia. It was the 46th goal of his Timbers career. It took Adi just 96 games to reach 46 goals. Bain got to 45 in 148. John Bain was a star of the Timbers NASL teams in the late 70s and early 80s. But now Adi maybe needs to watch his back. Diego Valeri is just 4 behind, tied in 3rd with 42. Darlington Nagbe, for the record, is now tied for 9th. His goal against Philadelphia was the 25th of his career. Darlington, you've been here for Adi's entire Timbers career. He joined the team May of 2014. At that time, it was on loan from FC Copenhagen. What were your first impressions of Fernando Adi back? It was about 3 years ago now.
He's a big boy, you know. He's a presence, definitely, and I think when he came to the team, he brought us something that we never really had, which is a target. I think we always like to play, and then he brought that something up top where if we do get in trouble, we can dump it to the big man. He can hold it up for us and help link the play for us in the midfielder. So he's been huge for us, you know. His goals show that, but I think he brings more than goals to the team, and we appreciate that.
Let's start our look now at Saturday's match against Sporting Kansas City. We begin with the Western Conference standings. Timbers 3 points clear at the top of the West, also 3 points clear atop the entire league. Sporting Kansas City unbeaten, 2-0-3, 9 points, tied in 3rd. The Timbers on Sporting Kansas City is our Advocare training report.
Yeah, it's great to get off to a good start. It's just a start, but it's 6 games, and we're banking some points, which is huge, you know, 4 wins. But I think overall, when I look at Kansas City and I look at the balance of their team and the matchup overall, it'll be probably our toughest test and, you know, a good measuring stick, kind of see where we're at. You know, how patient can we be? How good are we going to be in terms of breaking them down?
It's an exciting game. So they are, in my view, a great team, very aggressive team. That's why they didn't concede goals. So we'll try to attack them. We'll try to create, to be, you know, creative, to get chances, and then, like I said before, you know, having possession and dominating the game, trying to win the game.
Ross, your local Ford stores look ahead on Sporting Kansas City.
Well, as you mentioned, they're one of 3 teams still to be undefeated at this point in the season. And for me, this is a team with multiple personalities. They don't mind a scrap. They can get the ball down and play, and they've got the potential in transition to get at teams. If Benny Feilhaber is in this game, he's missed the last 2 due to injury. They've got the ability to break teams down as well. A couple new signings this offseason who have had an impact so far is this man, Gerso Fernandez, who has come in, and at times I feel as though he's flattered to deceive, but he scored last weekend, and you can believe he's going to be high on confidence. The player providing that pass, Ilie Sanchez, very good on the ball. He keeps this team ticking through the midfield. And finally, this man, Dom Dwyer, who everybody knows about from his goal-scoring antics under Peter Vermees. This is the guy they still look to get the goals for this team. He got off to the mark for the first time last week as well. So guys who will be on confidence, but I look at this team, and they've only allowed 2 goals in 5 games so far. But Darlington, your attack has been flying. What gives?
I always have faith in my team. You know, they're a great team, and we have some history, you know, from 2 years ago. So they're coming in here and they're remembering that. So, you know, they have I feel like we're similar teams. They like to keep the ball, but at the same time, like you said, they're not afraid of a battle, and we're the same way. So I'm looking forward to a good game, and hopefully we can come out on top.
Do you think that still plays into it, the double post game from 2 years ago? I mean, you bring it up. Are they thinking about that coming in? Are they talking about that? How much does a game like that stick with a player?
For us, I'm not too sure how much it'll stick with them. Yeah. But for us, it definitely stick with us because it was a huge game, and it led to us move to the next round and winning the championship. So for us, it's a huge game, and we're excited about those 2 posts.
Though that penalty kick shootout seemed very stressful on you, right? That iconic image. You wouldn't even watch. No penalty kick shootouts this year.
No stress and focusing.
No, that's right. That's right. The Timbers and Sporting Kansas City, part of a busy Saturday at Providence Park. It's a Thorns-Timbers doubleheader. Timbers will kick off at 7:30. Highest scoring team in the league versus the team that's given up the fewest goals. You can watch the match on KPDX with coverage starting at 7. If you can't get to the stadium or to a TV, listen on the radio, 102.9 750 The Game.